Hey guys, so I apologize for the delay in getting these videos loaded. I think all of the extra screen time is catching up with these old eyes, and I have been battling migraines, which is not fun. So I'm sorry. Today is the first day in a while I've been able to sit at the computer and work for a period of time without um, feeling nauseous and having a bad head. So uh, I'm going to do the work together for 15-1, and I promise if I don't get through 15, what is it, dash 4 posted today, it definitely will be by tomorrow. Again, uh, you've got plenty of time to get this done beyond me posting the assignments if you need it. I'll be communicating more about that as we get closer to that May 22nd date. Um, I definitely think we can all finish this by May 29th. Um, so, without further ado, let's get started with Chapter 15, where we are going to start preparing adjusting entries for a trial balance. Okay. Um, we did all of this. We did all of this in the sole proprietorship part. It's just obviously this is a lot more detailed because we have more accounts. And we created new accounts as well for like our uncollectibles and writing off the things we wrote off and just recently learned about. So first things first, all of these accounts are in numerical order. And when we prepare our unadjusted trial balance, which is the first one that we do, again, the whole purpose of this is to make sure our debits and credits equal out. So when we do this at the end of the month, if they don't equal, we've got a problem somewhere, we have to go back and troubleshoot that, right? So we're going to do this first to put all of this in order and make sure that the accounts balance out. That the debits and credits do. They are in order by account number. Okay, so we're just literally going to plunk down. This is tedious and time consuming. It's probably going to take you quite a while to get through chapters 15 and 16. So, do what you can in the chunks that you can, but, again, I'd love if possible to hang out there for that May 29th date. If you don't panic, if you and I have talked about it taking longer, um, I'm okay with that. We'll just revisit those conversations, shoot me an email or a message or whatever. Okay, so the order that we're going to do things in is first we're going to prepare an unadjusted trial balance, and then we are going to adjust our supplies and adjust our prepaid insurance. So again, technically this is review. We already did this. It's just we're doing it at a different level. That's a little more complicated and complex because we are doing corporate accounting. Okay, so let's scroll down here. We have a partially completed unadjusted trial balance that's given for Southside Electric for December 31st, 2020. Complete the unadjusted trial balance, including the heading. Select the correct account for missing account titles, okay? And obtain the account balances from the general ledger accounts, calculate and enter the totals. So in a real world setting, you would have to create this entire report from scratch. Because we are learning, thankfully, we have to just fill in the blanks. And I will tell you right off the bat, which you probably already noticed, some of the ones that are missing are some of the new types of accounts that we just learned about in the last couple of chapters. Okay? So if I'm looking at this, I've got cash, petty cash, accounts receivable. What's the next thing in line? I'm going to come up here. Cash, petty cash. Ooh, look at that. Allowances for uncollectible accounts. Okay, so it's a credit of $48.67. Right, so I'm going to do allowance for uncollectible accounts. And I'm going to type $48.67 over here in the credit column. Okay, so it's really not that hard. If I'm saying that, that says a lot, except I already skipped the super important thing, which is, of course, we have to fill out the top, which is Southside Electric. I got to start. I put the cart ahead of the horse. I never do that. What is wrong with me? And if I could type, it would be an amazing thing. Whatever. Electric. There we go, baby. Okay. And then the next line, it is unadjusted trial. Oops. Adjusted really trial balance. And it is December 31st, 2020. Not gonna let us to 2021 dash yet. Okay? So I skipped the top. Sorry about that. The next one, merchandise inventory, supplies office. So if we come up here versus the next one is going to be supply store. Okay, and that's a debit of $4,483.62. So let's come and this scrolling is going to make you nuts. But that's okay. Supply store. Bam. And it is 4,483.62. 4,483.62. Bam. Right? All right. 4,483.62. Then we've got prepaid insurance, notes receivable, interest receivable. So now I'm going to come up here to interest receivable. Ooh, look at that. There's nothing in there. So it's interest, oops, 0. Oh, it's not going to let us put anything in there. That's always fun because it's 0, right? Like 0. All right. Well, it's not going to accept anything. Let's try to put something in there. After office equipment, we have accumulated depreciation of office equipment. Remember, over time, my printer, my copier, all the things that I purchased become worth less money. So if I liquidate my business, I am not going to get what I paid for it. So, even if it is almost brand new, I am not going to get what I paid for it out of it. So we figure out that depreciation. And this is a balance of $23.95. So for the $23.95. Okay. And then we're going to scroll down and look at all the store equipment, sales tax, all this fun stuff. The next thing is federal income tax payable. So I'm going to scroll back up to federal income tax payable. It's right here. So we have a 0 credit. So this is going to be another one of those that doesn't let us type anything in there. That's okay. We tried. And then we have our income summary. And that's another 0 balance. I'm trying to get it in there anyway. And then depreciation expense office equipment. So depreciation expense office equipment. Also 0. Depreciation expense store equipment. What do we want to guess that's going to be 0 also? I'm not going to type them in this time, see what happens, right? And then we're going to come down, what's after that? Depreciation, store equipment, insurance expense. And that's also 0. It's going to let us type it in, but it's a debit is 0. Now see, if I had memorized key accounts the way it's been suggested repeatedly by Mrs. Benish, and I passed along to you, I wouldn't have to go up and look at that because I would know it was automatically a debit or a credit. So, if that's something you didn't quite achieve this year, in your spare time this summer when you're looking for something to do, go back over how the different accounts are affected, so you know whether it's a debit or a credit, and I'll help you with these things a lot. Okay, so we're going to go to supplies expense office. Zero. Supplies expense stores also zero. So those are all zeros. Uncollectible accounts expense is zero. And then last but not least, the very bottom, we are going to type our totals. In a perfect world, I would make you add all those up, but since I have the magic papers in front of me, this is what your totals are. 64, 32. And see what happens here. Okay, so next up. Okay, so now we're going to be recording adjusting entries for supplies. And you'll see the general journal is here, and we're going to be working with the general journal, but you're also going to be bouncing around a bit much. Okay, so when I am looking at the answer key, I guess it's 15-4 that bounces all over the place, but we're gonna just be journalizing the adjusting entries for supplies and prepaid insurance. Okay, and again, this is what we did last year. Or I'm sorry, supplies. It's just supplies. Whatever. Okay. So it is supplies and prepaid insurance. And I see. Okay, here we go. So, very simply, it says journalize the adjusting entries for prepaid supplies and prepaid insurance. The adjusting entry for the allowance of uncollectible accounts has been recorded on the general journal. Use the December 31st value of supplies and prepaid insurance that can be found in question asset. So, look at that. They have it all ready for us, right? So, we're going to do our office supplies first. And so, it is, what we have to do is type the 31st because it's already in there for that uncollectible accounts expense. We're going to write supplies. If I could type expense office. And it is a debit of okay, I look perplexed because this says that it is $548 for office supplies. My answer key says it's $2,560.08. So it's not telling me any numbers are wrong. And I'm really struggling to figure out why these numbers are so drastically different because I don't have any other information to go by. In this, unless I'm supposed to, if I subtract supplies office 310808. Wonder what happens if I do the math there. That's where you get the answer from. Okay, so we have to look at the unadjusted trial balance, And if we scroll down to our office supplies, it's $3108.08. And if we subtract $548 from it, then we come up with $2560.08. Oh god, ooh, they really like that. $2560.08 for our debit. Now we're going to come down here and we are going to type office, and that is a debit of the same amount of money. I apologize for the confusion. So the next one is going to be supplies expense for store. This is $640. If we come over here and we go to supplies expense store, we subtract that from $4,483.62. So we're going to take this number and we are going to subtract $640 from it, and we will get $3,843.62. So we're going to type the date. We're going to do supplies expense. And this time it is for store. Whoops. We are going to type in again after we do that subtraction. 38, 40, 30, 62. Come down here. We're going to type supplies office. And whoops, there's nothing there. Bam. Okay. And then last but not least, we're going to do our prepaid insurance. So if we scroll down here, we look at prepaid insurance, we have $11,200. We're going to take $11,200. We're going to subtract $1,600 from that. And then we're going to journalize the answer. So 31 or post it. Insurance expense. It is $9,600. And then we are going to say prepaid insurance. And that is $9,600. And with that, we are done. Does it like me? Does it like me? Oops, I have a boo-boo. What do around here? Is not happy with this one. What I do wrong? Oh, I said office instead of stores. That's my bad. Okay. Typos. Miss having you guys catch that stuff for me in class. So anyways, easy peasy. 15-1. From here on out, it gets a little trickier. All right. Good luck.